gave this a funny title. Hold on a sec. If I go there, where's the flag over there? Hold on a sec. There. That's more of my home studio. Why are you wearing a Hold on a sec. You're probably thinking, why is Wayne wearing a motocross jersey? Why not? Big news! First of all, I just remembered what we're naming this stream. Natural gas lighting. That was just a way to say gas lighting. I was going to call it diesel lighting. And then it made me think, you might not know the history of the word gaslighting and where it came from. Gaslighting was a movie back in the day of black and white. That's a cute way to put it. In the 1940s or so, and a man was trying to drive his wife insane. So the room was lit with gas light, like natural gas and a little flicker flame. And so the flame would be high, and she'd say, honey, can you turn down the flame? Sure, dear. And he'd go turn it down. And then somehow when she wasn't paying attention, he'd turn it up. And then she'd say, honey, didn't I ask you to turn down that flame? No, dear. I've just been sitting here reading. I haven't talked to you for a half hour. All right, I'll turn it down. And then, so it's just winding somebody up. It's a movie. I think she goes crazy and dies, and it's like a murder movie. You know, we haven't had, you know what we need are some good murder movies. How about a murder movie like you think it's a whodunit, but you don't know at the end? Then they get you for the murder movie number 2. Who did it? I want to talk about fixing my car yesterday. I found a broken part called a transducer. There's a diaphragm in there. I'm not sure. It's not holding vacuum. And there's 2 of them with the same part number. And when I put vacuum on one, it sucks air. And when I put vacuum on the other one, it holds vacuum. And since they don't operate the same, that tells me one is broken. I gotta get a boost gauge for it. There's a lot I don't have to do. There's things I don't have to do, which is great too. I'm thinking about getting a lift. I'm thinking about pouring some concrete pillars into the earth that are like 3-4 feet down. I don't think I'm not talking so clear here. I'm thinking about installing a lift. And can I do it without a concrete slab? I'm not sure. I might have to lay a bunch of concrete as an anchor. Discussion for another time. There is literally nothing going on in the world. Trump was trying to fight with Iran, and they're not taking the bait, which is great. We should do the a sarcastic ridicule. Thank God nobody from Epstein's been arrested. Well, we just better hope they keep avoiding all this evidence. I don't really. I mean, I do care. I care about the children. It's just a horrible thing. And that guy, he was in the business of horrible. There's people out there doing things, you know, like these commandos. They kill people. They illegally enter buildings and shoot people with their silencers. It's pretty nuts that we as adults, when we don't get our way, we just start killing people. Makes no sense. What message does that teach to society? Let me pull up my drawings. Well, here I can show you. Hey Rick, yeah, I am doing well, thank you. So that is the part that's broken on my car. That's called the trans. And this side is vacuum, and that side is what do they call it? I don't know what they call it. But that one side's called vac. The bottom's called atmosphere. It's a switch for vacuum. It wasn't turning on the turbo. I have my turbo turned on now manually, which is pretty dangerous. And I can't wait to show you the vacuum chart. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. This is why people are like, this is why people are not mechanics. This is what scares people to death. People are like, oh, hell no. Oh, no. I'm not doing that. Being a mechanic is so weird. Like, you're forcing these blocks of metal together with oil and pressure. And you're rubbing it, and you're squeezing it, and you're twisting it. And you're exploding things. It's exhilarating. I can't think of a funner thing to be involved with. Machinery is damn exciting. I don't know how women never found this hobby, but it's ours, boys. Damn it. Really, this is really wake and bake. Yeah. I have a big announcement. Jessica and I are going to attempt to do our own podcast, like the Young Turks. I've been putting on this gel to help stop my hair from growing, and it's working really well. I ran out. I was going to put some on the sides, but I started putting it in the middle, and within weeks my hair stopped growing. So I'm going to buy some more and treat the rest of my head. Oh, here's the chart. Oh, this is such a nightmare. Such a nightmare. That's the vacuum chart. I can tell you what nearly all of these do also. This is the transducer for the turbo. That's the transducer for the EGR. There's the EGR. This is the switch that turns it on and off. This is the suction side, and that's the atmosphere side. Cars are like a giant toy. They're like a giant toy you can take apart. Have you ever looked at it that way? I mean, a lot of boys and girls, but probably mostly boys. It's pretty sexist, Wade. Used to take things apart when they were kids with screwdrivers, pliers, hammers. Some people are just built that way. I want to show you the most beautiful motorcycle ever. If you ever see this motorcycle, buy it. This is a very expensive motorcycle. It's rare. First of all, you had to order this. So this is a custom order motorcycle from KTM. It's a 660 Rally. It's got a huge rear tank as well as a special front tank. I have the same motorcycle, but mine doesn't have these different fairings, and my mufflers are different. And this engine's a little bit bigger with a more powerful cam. And when this was new, they cost $20,000. Used, they're selling for $25,000. And the modern version for this is called the 450 Rally, and it cost $30,000. So you'll mostly only see this at some kind of exotic auction. But that is the best of the best for endurance. Wow. So gorgeous. I love art. Yeah, that's all it is. It's just that it's just that I like art. What else can I show you? Some more diagrams. This is the thing that broke. Vacuum in and vacuum out. And that's the switch that turns it on to the turbo, that goes over to the turbo. It's really a beautiful system. But like usual, the Germans are always over-engineering things. There's a... Well, it doesn't matter. Let me look at my... Here's a really cute picture of Sigourney Weaver. How old do you think she is here? guess she's a teenager. I doubt she's 20. Tail pup. Tail of the pup. Oh, look at the cars. Those were 1970 cars. Oh, I love those flags in the air, those streamers. Look at that TV antenna. It's so weird getting old. A lot of quotation books. And you come over regret, and sometimes people have real big problems with regrets. And younger, I realized, well, you got to do things now while you're alive so you don't have regrets. And it's better to experience things. I'm going somewhere with this. Because if you work your ass off your whole life just to pay off that stupid house, I get it. You need a place to live. But you didn't take any risks. You just did something safe. You know, if you took risks, you might have had a different adventure. So I took the adventure version. My friend Chick is having an interesting. He's 81 years old. He's having an interesting dilemma. His wife is leaving him. That's secret. Nobody knows it. Hold on. Okay, I'm just kidding. Everybody knows that my friend's wife left him. She moved out, so it's not a secret. And he's a super difficult person. There's difficult in the dictionary, and there's difficult next to it in uppercase, and that's him. He's just difficult. He's a lovable guy, but he's also crazy. So it's like a roller coaster. There can be some fun moments, and then there's the part where you throw up. I love this jersey. Ugh. It just... my shoulders are feeling so strong right now. And I guess it's because I was working under the hood on the car. I hopped on the scale this morning. It wasn't good. Well, it is kind of good. I was 265. And a week ago, I was 275. I need to learn to do a fast. This weight would just melt right off. There's so much stuff I want to build. Are you an engineer of sorts? Did you hear my new idea about how to get more power out of a motor? Well, just think about all that gasoline we're burning. What if we were trying to make a steam engine with gasoline? Well, there's a certain kind of thermal maximum we can get out of that. And we would be able to go down the road. I'm not sure how many miles per gallon, but we would have a miles per gallon because we would have a burner, a boiler, and a steam maker, and down the road we would go. So I'm proposing that with car motors. We should be taking the exhaust and putting it into like maybe a large oven, a brick lined or an insulated stainless steel oven. Maybe we even inject air in there to burn off all the other fuel so we can make steam. Oh, I see you. Thank you. John Smith. Total idiot there. What else? Wraps. Well, my cars have paint problems. I should wrap it. That's literally my idea. I'm going to learn how to do a wrap. Are we going to talk about that Ghislaine Maxwell lady? She broke out of prison. It's pretty awesome, right? Oh, I want to tell you I might have made a mistake, friends. Maybe what I should be doing is Volkswagen Beetles with the air-cooled motor. Convertibles, and quite frankly, because I think the convertibles are fun as hell. And you know how many people love a fun as hell convertible? The answer is nearly all of them. Well, I think I don't feel like anything else right now. I can show you some wheels I bought a week ago. Why am I not doing that? Hold on a sec. I got these for $100, all of them. Super thrilled. It's a good looking wheel. Lonely friends, that's where I'm at. I guess this is going to be a episode of photos. I got some weird photos. Oh my god, it's the worst interior ever. All right, let's have this conversation. Here is this is Mercedes fabric from the SL, and that's called a tartan, like the red stripe, and so like that's just green and that one's just blue, but the red and the white are the same. These are pretty. I can buy that fabric at 50 inches wide at a yard for $150. So I'm thinking about making the seats in my car fabric. Now currently, my seat, well, it's not this ugly. See that red in there? That was a special edition idiot version. This is so ugly. Absolutely heinous. Why would anybody even want this? I have the same pattern, and mine are just beige and not two-tone. And I'm thinking, another one is coming. This here was a year, this would be the bottom of the seat. That was part of the fabric. That was a fabric interior for the convertible in Europe. We never got this in America. But I can buy that cushion for like 200. So I only need 4 cushions. So in theory, for 800 bucks, I could have some fabric interior factory. It wouldn't have the door cards. I'd have to look for them. I'd rather get some leather seats for cheap at my local junkyard and recover them in this expensive fabric. So that's what I'm thinking of. Huh. Ooh. Nice leather seatbelt on this Mercedes 300 SL, the one from the 50s, that gorgeous one. That's what my car needs, are some just cute bucket seats, some racing seats. My car's got the first seat with the seatbelt anchor in the seat. So instead of it being anchored to the car, it's in the seat itself. So the seat has to be super strong, which I think is lame because that puts additional weight in the vehicle. So in that case, the frame is made of magnesium. Lame ass Mercedes. Like making things way more complicated than they ever needed to be. Yeah. Oh, I'm going to show you a motorcycle light that I really like. Yeah, I think both are the same, huh? These are probably not DOT. Oh, they are DOT approved. Damn. Look at this. Look at that. Is that sexy or what? Those headlights? That is really sexy. Like 180 bucks. I think that's so worth it. I got another photo. Let's see if it comes up. Same thing, just on a gold handlebar. Yeah. So just how they look a little bit different, but and that's not gold on the that part's that's a reflection there. That's not gold. I like it. That's for making like a restoration modification steampunk kind of thing. You know, when it comes to steel, why aren't people polishing the steel, then spraying a clear coat on it so it looks polished always? That might be cool looking. Give it like a retro look. Here's my interior, which is gorgeous. Look at that interior, isn't that pretty? I kind of like his black formats. They were posting photos that the Epstein guy might be alive, and they showed him in public. This is the future, people, right here. Here's what's cool about this car. You can work on it. That yellow one looks so good. I want one of these with a white interior. Well, I'll just do what I want. Volkswagen's like such a timeless design. Like probably the world's best automotive engineer is Porsche. Ferry Porsche, who invented the Volkswagen Beetle. He stole it from a guy in Prague, the idea. But nonetheless, the Beetle came to life. Maybe it's not the best idea that comes to life. It's the one with the most money. I don't know. Oh. Huh. I'm looking at something. Give me a moment. Oh, yeah, this is really weird. You're going to love this. This is super weird. Man goes viral after sharing drawing what he saw during a near-death experience, that the Silver Strand connection transit intermediate state Havilons Oversoul. We are just never gonna know what the fuck we're living in general. Well, let's hang this up. I really didn't have anything strong to say. I titled it Natural Gaslighting. I could have said gaslighting. We probably should do some workshops on the history of gaslighting, what gaslighting looks like, gaslighting techniques, common phrases, gaslighting in history, examples of gaslighting in the media, examples of gaslighting today. It's going on every day, and we got to call it out when we see it. I worked a lot yesterday on my car. I was tired, went to bed early, and I woke up early, so I'm going to do some more work today. I'm going to try to get my motorcycle carburetor. I'm going to try to get it running. I don't want to rebuild the car. What I'm going to do is get it running, get it warm. If I have it at 2,000 RPMs, it's fine. If I try to let it idle, it dies. And I got to use carb spray to get it going. So it's the idle part of my thing. I'm going to take out the idle. I'm going to go pss, pss, with some air, and whatever's in there should blow it out, and then, or make the clog deeper. Put in the needle valve and adjust it and see if I get a motorcycle again. That's my day. Bye-bye. Say hi to me on X, Vote Lambright. You can chat with me over there.